Did you know that nearly 85% of men fail to recognize when their partner is being unfaithful? Sounds unbelievable, right? But don't worry, today I'm going to share some eye-opening insights that could completely change how you view your relationship and help you identify subtle warning signs before it's too late. Before we get into it, if you're serious about improving your life and relationships, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. By staying informed and aware, you can protect yourself and ensure that your relationship is built on trust and transparency. Now, let's dive right in. Pay close attention because what I'm about to reveal could expose hidden truths about female behavior that most men never see coming. The art of concealment in relationships. You've probably heard that women are experts at masking their true intentions. Well, that's not just a stereotype, it's a reality. Women, in general, have an intuitive ability to navigate social situations in a way that minimizes conflict and avoids unnecessary suspicion. This means that when it comes to infidelity, they often take a more discreet and calculated approach than men do. While some guys might leave behind obvious clues when they cheat, many women have an almost instinctual ability to cover their tracks flawlessly. From maintaining a normal routine to ensuring that their digital footprint remains clean, they can often disguise their actions so well that their partner has no idea what's going on. But don't lose hope. Today, I'm going to expose 6 common phrases women use when they're being unfaithful. Words that often go unnoticed by men. Now, imagine this. What if your partner's words were subtly revealing something you hadn't even considered? Do you truly know what's happening in your relationship? Has your partner ever said any of these 6 phrases without you suspecting a thing? Stick with me, because this knowledge could be the difference between living a lie and uncovering a life-changing truth. 1. He just understands me so well. If your partner frequently talks about someone else in an admiring way, take note. A phrase like, "he just understands me so well," might seem innocent, but it often carries a deeper meaning. This could indicate that she's forming an emotional connection with this person, one that might escalate over time. Emotional infidelity often precedes physical cheating, and when she starts developing a bond with another man, it could mean she's distancing herself from you emotionally. Women who say this often feel unfulfilled or misunderstood in their current relationship and begin to seek emotional validation elsewhere. When she repeatedly praises someone outside your relationship, it could signal emotional detachment from you and the beginning of a bond with someone else. Pay attention to how often she mentions this person and in what context, as it may reveal more than she intends. 2. Don't worry, I'm just going out with friends. At first, this statement might not raise any red flags. After all, it's completely normal for people in relationships to maintain friendships and spend time with their social circle. However, people who are hiding something often use vague, routine excuses to keep suspicion at bay. Saying, "she's going out with friends," could be a way to avoid further questions, allowing her to do things she doesn't want you to know about. If this phrase becomes a regular occurrence, or you notice inconsistencies in her stories, it's important to stay vigilant. Does she avoid giving specific details about where she's going or who she's meeting? Does she suddenly start dressing differently when going out? A lack of details, changing explanations, or secretive behavior could indicate that something isn't right. 3. I need more space. When someone asks for more space, it may seem like a reasonable request for personal balance. Everyone needs alone time and independence in a relationship, but in some cases, it's a subtle way to create opportunities to spend time with someone else. While personal growth is important, if her request for space coincides with her becoming emotionally distant or secretive, there may be an underlying reason beyond self-improvement. Is she spending more time on her phone and being more protective of her privacy? Is she avoiding deep conversations and becoming more indifferent towards you? If she starts spending more time away without sharing details or showing interest in reconnecting with you, it could signal deeper issues in the relationship. 4. I have to work late tonight. A sudden increase in late-night work shifts or overtime hours could be cause for concern. While work obligations are a part of life, when this excuse becomes frequent and inconsistencies start appearing in her schedule, it's worth paying attention to. Does she get defensive when you ask questions? Are her explanations vague or ever-changing? If something feels off, don't ignore the signs. Her behavior could be telling you a different story than her words. If she's suddenly less communicative during those late work nights or is unreachable during certain hours, these could be strong indications that something isn't right. 5. I think we need some time apart. Suggesting a break might sound like an attempt to fix relationship issues, but it can also serve as a convenient excuse to explore other options without facing direct consequences. Sometimes, this phrase is used to test the waters, gauge your reaction, or justify actions she's already taken. If this request comes out of nowhere and isn't accompanied by clear reasons or efforts to work through problems together, it could be a sign that she's preparing to move on or is already involved with someone else. Be mindful of her actions before and after she asks for space, as they may provide the answers you need. 6. You deserve someone better than me. This phrase may come across as self-reflection or guilt, but often it's an indirect admission of wrongdoing. It can be a way of shifting responsibility, easing guilt, or preparing for an eventual breakup. If she suddenly starts talking about how she's not good enough for you, consider whether she's using this as a way to justify questionable actions or distance herself emotionally. Conclusion: stay aware and trust your instincts. Each of these phrases holds deeper meaning than what's on the surface. Recognizing these warning signs is crucial for maintaining honesty and trust in your relationship. If your gut tells you that something feels off, don't ignore it. Pay attention to her behavior and the changes in her communication. So, have you ever heard any of these before? Remember, awareness is the first step in protecting what's important to you. If this information resonated with you, be sure to like this video, share it with others who might need to hear it, and subscribe for more valuable insights on relationships.